The River Crossing, a tale of courage and wisdom. In the ancient land of Chu, where the Yangtze River flowed like a silver dragon through misty mountains, there lived a young boy named Li Wei. His village, nestled among bamboo groves, had always been protected by the mighty river that served as a natural barrier against invaders. But this year, something strange was happening. Li Wei noticed it first while helping his father mend fishing nets by the riverbank. The water, usually clear and sparkling, had turned a murky brown. The current, once gentle and predictable, now churned with an unfamiliar intensity. Fish floated belly up near the shore, and the reeds along the bank were coated with a strange, oily film. "Father," Li Wei asked, his brow furrowed with concern, "why does the river look so angry today?" Old man Zhang, the village elder, shuffled up to them, his long white beard swaying in the breeze. "The river spirits are displeased," he said, his voice trembling with age and worry. "I've seen this only once before, many years ago. The river is warning us of great changes." As days passed, the river grew wilder. The once reliable ferry could no longer make its daily crossings. Merchants from neighboring villages couldn't bring their goods, and the village's prized bamboo crafts sat unsold in storage huts. The villagers gathered daily at the riverbank, their faces etched with worry. One morning, as the first rays of sunlight painted the river in hues of gold and crimson, a stranger appeared on the opposite bank. He wore robes of deep green, the color of the forest after rain, and carried a staff carved with intricate patterns. His voice carried across the roaring waters. "People of Chu," he called. "I am Master Wu, a river engineer from the capital. Your river suffers from a great imbalance upstream. A landslide has blocked its natural course, and the waters grow more dangerous each day." The villagers murmured among themselves. Some wanted to trust the stranger, while others, like blacksmith Wang, were skeptical. "How do we know he speaks the truth?" Wang demanded, his muscular arms crossed over his chest. "What if this is a trick?" Li Wei, standing at the water's edge, felt a strange pull in his chest. The river's roar seemed to echo his own restless spirit. He remembered his mother's stories about the river spirits, and how they sometimes chose unlikely messengers. Without thinking, he stepped forward. "I'll go with you," he called to Master Wu. "I know this river better than anyone. I can help you find the source of the problem." The villagers gasped. Li Wei's father reached out to stop him, but the boy was already stripping off his outer robe, revealing a lean, wiry frame toughened by years of swimming in the river's calmer days. Master Wu nodded approvingly. "Your courage does you credit, young one. But the crossing will be perilous. The current is strong, and the water is filled with debris." Li Wei's heart pounded as he approached the water's edge. The river seemed alive, its surface churning like a boiling cauldron. He dipped a toe in, then waded in up to his knees. The cold water bit at his skin, and the current tugged at his legs like invisible hands. Taking a deep breath, Li Wei plunged forward. The river roared in his ears as he fought against the current. Branches and leaves swirled around him, and several times he had to dive beneath floating debris. His arms burned with effort, and his lungs ached for air. Halfway across, disaster struck. A massive tree trunk, carried by the current, came rushing toward him. Li Wei tried to dive under it, but the current was too strong. Just as the log was about to crush him, he felt strong hands grab his arms. Master Wu had entered the water and pulled him to safety. Together, they reached the opposite bank, gasping for breath. Master Wu looked at Li Wei with new respect. "You have the heart of a true river child," he said. "Come, we have much work to do." As they journeyed upstream, Master Wu explained the principles of water flow and how nature seeks balance. He showed Li Wei how to read the river's signs, the way eddies formed, how different colored waters mixed, and what the patterns of debris could tell them. After hours of hiking through dense bamboo forests and rocky outcroppings, they found the source of the problem. A massive landslide had indeed blocked the river's main channel, forcing the water into a narrower, steeper path. The increased pressure was causing erosion downstream and creating dangerous currents. "We need to redirect the water," Master Wu explained. "But we must do it carefully, respecting the river's natural flow." Using bamboo poles and rocks, they created a series of small diversions, gradually coaxing the water back to its original course. Li Wei marveled at how small, deliberate changes could have such a significant impact. As they worked, Master Wu shared stories of other rivers he had helped heal, each tale filled with lessons about patience, observation, and working with nature rather than against it. By sunset, the river's roar had softened to a contented gurgle. The water level downstream began to drop, and the current slowed to its normal pace. As they made their way back to the village, Li Wei felt a deep sense of accomplishment. When they arrived, the villagers cheered. The river was calm again, its waters clear and sparkling. But more importantly, they had learned valuable lessons about understanding and respecting nature's power. Master Wu stayed in the village for several days, teaching the people how to maintain the river's health. Before he left, he gave Li Wei a special gift, a small jade pendant carved in the shape of a water droplet. "Remember," he said, "true wisdom lies in understanding the flow of things. Whether it's water, time, or life itself, we must learn to move with it, not against it." Years later, when Li Wei had grown into a wise leader, he would often sit by the river, watching its endless dance. The jade pendant hung around his neck, a constant reminder of that fateful crossing and the lessons it had taught him about courage, wisdom, and the importance of understanding nature's ways. And so, the story of the river crossing became legend in the land of Chu, told to children at bedtime as a reminder that even the wildest challenges can be overcome with courage, knowledge, and respect for the natural world. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the gentle flow of the river, carrying with it stories of courage and wisdom. Let its soothing sounds lull you to sleep, just as it did for Li Wei on that long ago night when he learned that true strength comes from understanding and working with nature's flow. Good night, little one, and may your dreams be as peaceful as a calm river at sunset.